Miss Wagwan, Rasta White Man here, coming at you from my home studio just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today, I'm going to share with you the story of how I spent 2 hours talking to a film and music legend that I didn't even know it till the very end. This story starts in August 2010 in the Wilmington, North Carolina airport, which at that time was a small two-terminal airport that just had one bar past security, as a typical Marine would do before a flight. Double shot of Cuervo on the rocks with 2 limes, please. Thank you. Add a Budweiser bottle and Philly cheesesteak with fries to that order, and I'll be good to go, ma'am. Would you like a piece of this newspaper? I'm kind of puzzled, thinking, like, people still read them? But politely, I just said, no thank you, sir. What's your name? Well, for the last 3 years, so I've been called Morris, or Hey Marie, or any expletive. But my mama named me Christopher. Do you believe my name's Chris as well? Well, pleasure to meet you, sir. It's always good to meet another Chris. So you're in the Marine Corps? Yes, sir. Wounded Warrior Battalion East on Lejeune. Wounded Warrior Battalion doesn't sound like much fun. It has its moments, but most of us were all wounded in combat, so there's a great brotherhood of some pretty hardcore dudes that did a lot in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was in the Army, a helicopter pilot. Got out in '62, right before everything broke out. Kind of feel bad, you know, I didn't really get to serve a lot like the other guys did. They really serve. Me nodding and thinking what I say to every veteran that feels like they didn't do enough while they served. Brother, I understand how you feel, but there's zero reason for you to feel that way. It may sound cliche nowadays, but God had better plans for you. You know, especially if you're a helo pilot. In Vietnam, or origin of the golden hour, bro, you would have been killed 100%. The universe made sure to spare your talents for something greater, whatever that may have been. Well, I appreciate you saying that. We spent the next 2 hours just as two veterans do. I bought him a Heineken. He bought me a shot of tequila. We just talked about our time in the services and how the times may be different, but we're just two dudes waiting to board the same flight up to Pittsburgh. There's a boarding announcement. We both decide to get up and walk over to the terminal together. As we both pay and leave a tip, the bartender asks my new buddy Chris to sign one of the dollar bills that he gave her.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I love you. This is going right on the wall of fame right over there. Oh my god.
Wait, Chris Christopherson? As in the Highwaymen? Like with Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, and like the movie star Chris Christopherson? Yeah, that's me. Most people notice the beard from the Blade movies. That's why I wear the sunglasses. Still dumbfounded, and like any musician, I can only think to ask, bro, what was it like to tour in the 70s and 80s with Merle, Willie, and Johnny? Well, it was a lot of fun. All right, I gotta ask, what was it like to sleep with Janis Joplin? She was a wild one. We get to the terminal, and everybody knows who he is. Like, OMG, is that Chris Christopherson? And he's just politely waving hello and greeting everyone. Next thing I know, because obviously we're best friends now, everyone is handing me their cell phones to take a picture with him, which he does. No big deal. Personal paparazzi for one of the most influential songwriters to ever live. Boarding starts, and obviously my new bestie is in first class. While I'm waiting for section 6, I decide to call my mama. Hey, guess who I just hung out with for 2 hours at the bar in the airport?
Who?
Chris Christopherson.
No, you didn't. Are you drunk?
No, and yes, I did. Me thinking I took hundreds of pictures, but not one of them had me in them. Watch, he already boarded, because obviously he's first class. But I'll get a picture and send it to you before takeoff.
Alright, but no more drinking.
All right. Hey, brother, my mom doesn't believe me that I was hanging out with you. You mind if I take a picture of the shower? You got it, Marie. And I got the proof that I needed to be able to tell my kids one day about how I became friends with a Grammy Award-winning musician, an Academy Award-winning actor, who made it into the business by landing a National Guard helicopter on Johnny Cash's lawn just to give him his demo tape. I hope you've enjoyed my story as much as I have creating it. God bless, and Jah Rastafari.